Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Connie EU, and today it is, of course, me muting my mic from the introduction, but luckily, I'm not missing out anything. So, as far as things are going right now, we are looking at a doubleheader today, to make up for yesterday's absence, but the doubleheaders in question are, of course, going to be a bit intense. We're talking more or less about the fact that Autentii and Violence themselves are going up against each other. They're also, if anything, both unbeaten, both incredibly badass at Modern Warfare, and I get to see Ali play again, which of course is one of Chase's children. Fun fact, he's got many children, but this is one of them that he actually admires. Now, as far as things go, the first match of the night is going to be Dawn of Chaos versus a very, very powerful ADS Gaming. And when they do come to match up against each other, it's more or less down to who can win those initial engagements and who can win the respawns and who can win the S&Ds. But I'm valuing Dawn of Chaos' respawn ability and ADS's S&D ability. But for the most part, we ourselves are just setting up and getting things more or less under control, a little bit more composed, if you will, and just trying to kind of, just feeling out everything that's going on. There's nothing really too high maintenance here. It's quite good. Both teams should be ready to go in a second. As myself and Chase get this lobby set up for you, it should be pretty quick and it should be very, very, very decent. Now, again, when it comes to this sort of stuff, you're going to be looking more or less at the fact that there is going to be, I do believe, a very quick host setup. Now, what this means is that Chase right now is going to be taking us into a very packed lobby, and he is going to be making sure that we can get the game running smoothly and quickly, so get into the gameplay and just enjoy it nonetheless. Now, a little bit more of a confidence thing as well. I definitely would consider the fact that Dawn of Chaos themselves, as far as it goes, I'm really sort of realizing the things, because last week, I'm not over a couple of series, of course. I'm a huge fan of the Autentii series last week when they demolished. I'm a huge fan as well of the Violence series when you saw Alu go on a huge 14 kill streak. Now, that's going to be happening later on today. Fingers crossed we do see him perform. But I'm very much in the favour of hopefully some Game 5 series. I think that last series in the day could go to about 5 round 11. It's very close, very evenly matched. The league is split up into 3 sections. You, of course, have the teams that do underperform, the balanced teams, and the pinnacle teams who do show up every single time. And you've got 2 pinnacle teams going against each other. And as far as that goes, in my book, that is definitely something to look out for. Although, dare I say it, it's more or less the feeling, but I want to know how you're all doing in chat and how you're all enjoying it. Of course, we have King Ray right now just chilling, the owner of ALG, one of my sought after associates and a big lover of the game. It's more or less one of the things that you just enjoy to see, you know, a vibey chat, everyone's enjoying themselves, having a little bit of fun. Of course, we have got more or less the actual ADS gaming lot as well, just chilling in the chat as well. It's just very relaxed, very balanced. And I can't lie, it's all quite nice. But no, Connie for CDR, there's no way yet. I've got a long way to go before I reach that level of commentary and excellence. You know, there's plenty way ahead of me in the ladder. I'm just trying my best to reach that standard. As far as things are going though, so far it's been 5 minutes, and there's no sign of either Dawn of Chaos or ADS Gaming, so I'm a little bit concerned as to where they are and what they're doing. But as far as things go, it really is confusing. I'm not sure where they are now. I'm a bit confused right now. I'm a little bit confused. More or less at the fact that we have not seen so far anybody other than myself and Chase, but you know, it's currently midnight my time, and I'm near 1 o'clock. I'm not seeing either team. I don't know where they are. I want to get things rolling. I've got some nice fancy cinematics to cut to, but you know, it's all good. More or less, it is something still to do. I do fancy Chase right now and the way he's going to handle this, but very quickly, run some ads. When I bring you back, it's going to be, of course, the actual gameplay. And of course, we're going to look a little bit more into how this first game is going to pan out. 1 second, boys. And welcome back. Now, of course, it's a little bit more comfortable right now. We are, of course, going to be seeing something a little bit more special in the sense that, well, we have the ability to watch the game. Now, both players have joined up the lobby, both ADS and both have both ADS and both Dawn of Chaos. Just getting into it now. It's looking a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more relaxed. The set of vibes are a bit more on the side of chilled, dare I say it. But there and again, everyone's excited. First match of the day should be a bit of a cracker, in my opinion. A little bit of a cracker. We're not counting anything out. We're just having a little bit of a session to ourselves and just not taking anything too much for granted. Now, again, it's definitely a little bit more of a special one because the first map is, of course, going to be a Remaza Hardpoint. And above all things else, it's going to be, I do believe, definitely favouring this side of Dawn of Chaos because they have already played this map before a couple of times, and both times have been a victory in favour of Dawn of Chaos. Now, ADS haven't touched this map yet. We should see how it goes, but as far as vetoes go, both fixtures have got great map sets. You know, I can't fault either of them for picking it, but, you know, should be a little bit more favourable of that side, and we should be seeing a little bit more of a advantage going in the favour of Dawn of Chaos. But, as I do stand corrected, I do believe that it is in fact not a Remaza Hardpoint. It's going to be something a little bit better than that. It's going to be a Hackney Yard Hardpoint. Now, still favour Dawn of Chaos because, one thing, their sub pressure is very, very immense. Then and again, it is also in the favour of that as well. But it definitely is something to keep an eye out as, again, the battles at Hackney always has been a curse, always will be a curse. And as far as that goes, it's nothing too terrible. But as far as things we're seeing right now, we're just making sure everyone's in there, everyone's actually here, because I'm pretty sure that some guys are not moving, and it's definitely a bit of a fast start from favour of Chase. But then again, no pressure. Wait for guys to come back, get in position, get things all sorted, and we should be absolutely beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. We'll go ahead and get everything going. Who's going where? I have no idea who's going where. I have no idea who's going where. And why is beginning? Oh my god. Okay, that's on the right side. Well, loading into it now. Should be quite quick. Should be quite easy. Should be a little bit more composed. However, we are going to be going into this a little bit quicker than usual. Hackney Yard Hardpoint coming up to you now. Let's load in and see exactly where things are going to be going. Oh no. They're restarting it again. They're restarting it again. They're restarting it again. What is going on? Have I lost my head? I'm seeing so much happen in my screen right now, I can't really process it, but I do believe that it is in fact Remaza, as I was right in the first go, and there isn't the whole of ADS here. I don't know what exactly is going on. The lobby themselves are chalking it right up. It's not what you want to be seeing, especially from these guys. But, then again, you can't edit too much. You can't edit too much. ADS Coalition Duck are going to be on the side of Allegiance. Perfect. Alright, now, fingers crossed, we get the right map this time. And even more for that, we actually get to start on time because the series should have started 22 minutes ago. But it's all okay. We're going to be getting there soon. And as far as that, things are going to be looking a little bit better. Now. Hold on 1 second. I definitely am seeing more or less, right now, more work from Chase behind the scenes than I am from both teams to actually assign themselves to Allegiance and Coalition. That's saying a lot already. Hopefully, we can get this going, and hopefully, it's going to run smoothly. But, then again, still feeling pretty good. Although, dare I say it, it is very nice to be seeing all this stuff. I quite like this. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan. Foreheads will always matter. They always will. Then again, mine's just really fucking big, so I can't help that, but I vibe it. Nonetheless, we're always going to vibe this giant head. Even in times of distress. Always going to be a big achievement for me. Oh. Now, let's get loaded into this and let's get something going. Now, of course, Chase, they're giving you all clear in chat, and we are going to be seeing a lot more of the man himself when it does come down to it. I don't know. It definitely does come down to a lot of factors in life. You know. Definitely does come down to a lot of factors in life. So, we shall see. It shouldn't be too bad, but, you know, let's vibe it. You lot ready? Right then. Let's get it rolling, shall we? No more. Twad the gameplay coming up now. And again, it's going to be quite tight, of course, off the break. We're going to have Dawn of Chaos and ADS, but then again, it's going to be more or less ADS themselves spawning up on the bad side here. But then again, Dawn of Chaos here are going to find some engagements themselves. Unfortunately, lose most of them as ADS get the initial 2 and return fire. We're now going to be seeing more or less a scram, and ADS will get the initial there off of P1. It's going to be Laminazi right there, your guy, to make sure he can get the time. And players in Naruto and Hype to try and make sure those lanes are locked down, and Doc can't push through. And so far, it is working there. As Killer can find a 2-piece, he will get shut down, and Doc right now have the option but to push through the middle here. Very interesting because it will not break effectively here, but they are finding the kills. Doc there with 4 dead in the feed. ADS themselves are going to find some more coverage here, but AIM, he will find another one there. Time itself on the hill will go more or less in the favour of ADS. 30 seconds there in the bag. AIM, of course, just picking them off from the paint side there. It really is going to be more or less who can get the first 60 here and who can rotate first. But then again, Doc are going to play for P2 here as AIM is just going to sit here and chain them up from this one area. Doc can't break through construction, so they're thinking, you know what, if we can just stack B, wait for number 4, Killua there to rotate, it's going to be a free kill, and would you look at it right there, it's going to be a free kill. Naruto's been a star of the series so far for the past couple of days. He himself now has put in spot over as Zeph right there will find his head and take it clean off in one fell swoop. Now again, Doc themselves have got P5. Now this is great for Doc, but then again, Chronic's here pushed up very far ahead. He's going to find a quick 2-piece there and break it, but then again, the pressure here, the pressure Doc have taken out of B is massive because they have now got a lane cleared. But look at ADS. Number 7 here. That's going to be Sanity. He needs to rotate. He needs to watch this lane because he can find a quick 2 here and main AR it. But unfortunately, Plato is going to win the gunfight. And it's going to be Killua right there to actually take control. So that's going to be more or less more presence there in the middle there for ADS. Now, again, Doc actually opting to sort of rotate and repinch it here. This really isn't what you want to be seeing because now Dawn of Chaos are going to spawn out and they're rotating, whilst ADS are still going to be in the lead. But Chronix here is going to find some quick kills in quick succession here, and that is huge for him. He's now on a 7 spree himself. Will it be an 8? I'm not too sure. The man himself is going to try for it, but no, it's going to be a player from ADS baiting it around the outside. Nonetheless, good job there, my son. 40 seconds on the hill, and a nice little P3 rotation there for you and your team. Unfortunately, Zeph loses his life, and again, Hype is going to be your man to get the initial here on this one. As far as it goes, though, ADS game themselves are looking very comfortable. First 3 hills, and again, they are controlling them and they're getting the correct spawns. Doc are pushing out a little bit too far here. They're also rotating way too early. It really isn't coming down to how they play it. It's more or less coming down to how well these players want to sort of run around. And it seems as though both players want to run around and get these giant 7-8 sprees and huge kill streaks. But, you know, not everyone can do that. And not everyone's really willing to sacrifice the hill time. And you've got Sanity right here. Hasn't touched the hill. Zeph as well has not touched the hill. Killua here has not touched the hill. They're literally giving one man a job to sit in the hill. And it's just not working because as far as things go, you can see ADS clearly take 100 points here. But the guys challenging hill aren't really challenging it the right way. You know, they just sort of need to just sit back and let other players challenge, and then they can get in. But then again, of course, no one there. Doc, of course, well, they actually are going to tie here a little bit off this hill. But then again, nobody is going to play for. Nobody's playing for scrap there. I'm very surprised if I'm going to cast that out. Where there was a clean break, and they just now given up 5 seconds there, and ADS will still maintain the lead going into a strong P4 hold. Now, of course, player number 6 there, that's going to be Mezzi right now. He is left alone, and he's going to try and push in. Killua does see 2 there behind construction. He is going to stun and frag them. Chronix now can push up, but Level right now is playing it careful. Mezzi, of course, finds the important kill to break in, and we're just looking at the cavalry right now. Dawn of Chaos are bringing Chaos straight onto this P4 right now. Sanity himself will not find anything there, but look at the pistol shot. Naruto with a huge triple there. Absolute passion right there from the board, but nothing too horrible, nothing too terrible. It's only going to be a 30-point lead for his team, but Naruto again is a player that likes to shine a little bit. Even at 9-11, he is still coming up and bringing up these numbers and these important free pieces. ADS there with more presence in the kill feed. It is going to be even tighter, even more impressive. And again, we're seeing again and again and again, it's going to be Dawn of Chaos getting out-rotated again and losing 40-50 seconds of the hill here. Passion is not on their side right now in this split number 1, as they are struggling to break through and find some presence. But again, Sanity again, going to chill here inside P5. Best just play his life here and wait for players to relent, because look at that, boom, 2 dead right there in the kill feed. That right there was down to Dawn of Chaos there, just wiping, they're just taking more heads off. Decapitation is in Dawn of Chaos' mantra right now. They are taking over and they are covering all spaces of this Ramaza. But again, Naruto will find another player there. He'll try and break in, but oh, that right there was connection. He actually had the aim on, but you know, shots weren't hitting. Very unfortunate there. Mezido himself will find spot, but Naruto, he lines him up. That's 3 there for Naruto, unfortunately. Does fall again. We are really seeing a Dawn of Chaos who, even if Dawn of Chaos do hold this, they're still going to be behind. They're still going to be behind. It's not comfortable. I mean, ADS are taking over from a bad side, a bad start Ramaza. You know, it's not what you want to be seeing. But then again, you've got AIM right now, who's just big chilling. He ain't doing too much, but he will see players in the form of Dawn of Chaos right now. Play for scrap name, mate. Listen, you've overtaken again. You're getting more initials for your team. It's not terrible, right? But the more you play for these scraps, the more comfortable you're going to be going into this hill right here. Because P1, if you start on the bad side, tends to be better for you, but again, Dawn of Chaos now on that bad side, and they're looking to attack it pretty much head on as far as it goes. Look at them, everyone's just headbutting that hill. Lemonade there will find the first. As players now push in, Chronix will come in there and take them out for dinner. As far as things go to Dawn of Chaos, though, nobody else is taking them out for dinner other than Chronix. Now, looking more into Level himself right now, 1 minute in hill, 7 and 9. Of course, with a sub, I'd say he's route manning more or less. He's trying to find some more presence, but again, the routes he's taking aren't being effective because he's losing his life. ADS there in the kill feed, still showing some presence, and of course, they're now going to be flooding that construction as well as the Dawn of Chaos players spawn out. More or less have a bit more presence around that mid and B area. Now, again, great for number 6 to actually go and rotate to P2. Very, very nice of him, but again, they're not really finding the important kills here, and we are seeing more or less ADS kind of take over here a little bit and take some control. Now, a nice 40-point leader for ADS. I can definitely say that ADS and the respawns have surprised me. I really would fancy Dawn of Chaos here in the respawns, but no, ADS are just taking over. They've actually been really comfortable with it. They've been really comfortable with it. I could tell you now as well, they aren't really stepping down. They aren't really slapping about. It more or less comes down to who can bring the heat, and it's going to be down to ADS Naruto, who literally is sitting next to someone. I didn't even notice he was there. He just walked past him, no player contact. Do you guys know what an X cross is? Because I'm pretty sure both players there were not even attempting to hold one for their teams. But then again, doesn't matter. ADS are breaking in. Kill feed is going to be Dawn of Chaos there. 3 players are inside that hill. They are literally stacking it, making it 4 there for a second there. Dawn of Chaos now throwing every single body they can at this hill. They're throwing everything at this hill. They want to try and overtake, because they haven't overtaken ADS once in this game. Not once. But now, it looks as though they are still going to tie it up. They are now got a player dedicated to that back, and it's going to be more or less pressure coming in. Dawn of Chaos now really are bringing a thunder. But then again, right now, pushing for P5 is very viable. Number 1, though, Hype is going to be the man in charge of watching it. And again, he does find an important kill there. Take him down. Chronix again, though, will push through into P3. Oh my god, that was a reload right there. But no, Lemonade will find the kill. And of course, that was used there for ADS Gaming. As now, it's going to be players right now swarming around, taking control of the P3. Hype, though, will be there. AIM is going to be inside with the round. This is actually really vital right now as well. No recoil. He's got presence all across this crane right here. That little room. He's going to watch someone come in and flood. But then again, Level wins the gunfight. Again, the trigger comes out and Killua gets it again. It's going to be too quick right there. Doc right now going to come back and tie the series up passionately and quickly. As now it's going to be a little more comfortable in the middle. We're going to be seeing Doc right now push in. 177, the first takeover again. But Lemonade will run headfirst in and will win it. And again, Naruto comes in for the trade and he wins it quite convincingly. Now, Dawn of Chaos themselves are looking a little bit out of their depth. But then again, 177, 183, not a bad scoreline going into this P4. And we're going to be seeing ADS themselves have a little bit more of a passionate input going into this match and going into the rest of the series. Now, ADS are going to go ahead and try and control, but nope, Dawn of Chaos has got nobody there again in for the initial. Unless, of course, I'm wrong. Zeph could be the guy there for the initial. Yep, it's Zeph, definitely, of course. I wouldn't put him elsewhere. But then again, Chronix himself right now is going to find some presence down here under the bridge. Will he find Hansel and Gretel? Will he find a troll? No, he'll just find 3 ADS players running around trying to get some coverage. And he shoots. Oh, wow. No, he's baited. He's just completely baited his position out there. What am I seeing? ADS gaming himself right there now. Get 4 dead. Dawn of Chaos now are still going to spawn out. And it's going to be the 200-point mark. Now, ADS can win off this next hill. Dawn of Chaos now. I'm going to put the pressure on it again. But look at this. Killua right here with a great little piece here. Players are pushing in from the back, front, and sides. And Killua is just keeping him out. He's just firing shots down. But Killua again loses the gunfight there. And Quakes was in. He'll find some pressure right here. Quakes now will get the scrap time. And again, it's going to be a very tight one right now. As nobody from ADS is going to challenge. And Dawn of Chaos are going to find themselves some comfort and closure here. Now, as far as I'm seeing it right now, it's going to be very, very tight. A very, very tight, very close game. Fantastic off the break. But again, players like Level and players like Aim just sat on those hills, got all the time. Now it comes down to pressure. And as the break is coming in, they're going to pinch from all 3 lanes. The claw is going to come and close. As ADS are shutting them down. There's going to be 3 there. It's going to be Level right now. He'll find 1 there in the little. And then again, Hype comes in with a huge little trade there. Impressive stuff from the man himself. Now only 20 points differentiating ADS from the victory sign. It's now going to be more or less down to how Dawn of Chaos can break this. They're spawning so far out. I don't think themselves they can win it. I'm going to call this right now. ADS have won map number 1 very convincingly. Hype himself is now just going to dip up, but then again, look at this, they're headbutting it from the get-go. Dawn of Chaos now are going to run in and try and get something going here, but look at that, ADS are coming in and shut them down again. Map number 1, ADS Gaming, 250-204. Now, that was something special, folks. If ever you have seen it in my time in my life, very impressive there, very beautiful, and might I say to you right now, really good, but again, either team could have taken it at one point, but you know, ADS, they had the spawns, they had the rotations pretty much secured. They got like 8 or 9 dead in the kill feed at one point. You know, you're just seeing more or less power, presence, passion. Real Call of Duty. Now, don't go anywhere. We're back for map number 2. You hold tight. No one's saying no. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The name, of course, is Connie. Hasn't changed in a single bit. We're now going to be heading into what I like to call an S&D. This one in particular is going to be on a well, not an Ramazer, total lie. It's going to be on a gun runner. Dare I say, very casual, very balanced. I'm really looking forward to this one. I couldn't change my opinion on it, but dare I say, it's going to be very, very, very tight from the get-go. ADS currently are undefeated across all S&Ds, which is a very impressive stat so far going into the latter portion of the second week. We should be seeing them go 2-0 up here if they can maintain good form from their previous matches. Now, I would like to emphasize this a little bit more. We are going to be seeing more or less a gun runner, which is Dawn of Chaos' specialty across all series so far. And as far as the gameplay goes, let's get right into it and get things going. Off the break now, it's going to be he's going to play his Hype, wins the first one on Mezzy. He now is going to play his life right down here across all bases. First bloods are going to be important on gun runner because once you get them off the break, it is going to be difficult, but this is a more offensive favoured map. As far as these things are going, ADS bomb is down. Doc now I've got 2 down as well in the kill feed. Naruto going to take down the second guy there. And again, it's now going to be a flank right here from number 7. That's going to be Sanity right now pushing in. And Naruto will again find another player from Dawn of Chaos who really isn't causing a chaos, but instead running around creating chaos. Dawn of Chaos right now is Zephyr's last man alive, 5v1. Numbers against him. And then again, it's going to be a huge round 1 there. ADS taking comfortably a huge 3-piece there for Naruto. More or less what we saw from the previous S&Ds with this guy. And again, the star player, the series maker, the game changer has now done it again and secured himself a very comfortable kill there to make it a 1-0 lead so far to the side of ADS Gaming. Now, as far as things go, it does appear though one thing in particular. Now, of course, as being a more offensive-sided map, we are going to be seeing Dawn of Chaos here take things a little bit more comfortably and a little bit more mature. Now that they've got the bomb in hand, Naruto is going to push through the middle here. If he can get time in here, it's going to be huge for his team. He can find one there again. That is great. Now, number 9 has got to push through here. But then again, he's playing half full. It looks as though that ADS are playing all out aggressive here. They're taking down everybody in sight. They've got some serious strats going on right now. They know how to play this map very well, as anticipated in the prelude. We are going to be seeing again another sweep. Only one punch up again this time, but look at that again. Wow, ADS 2 quick rounds in the books right there. They are finding some serious control on the gun runner. Almost surprising, if I dare say. Almost surprising that they are sort of taking this so seriously, but I can't see anything else. I can't see anything other. Now again, ADS Gaming are looking very much stronger in this S&D than Dawn of Chaos. We are again going to be seeing a very strong 5-0, 2-0, 3-0 for the favourite of Killer, Naruto and Hype. And a very strong and very quick B plant is going to go down right here and now. So number 1, Hype here can pinch through and regain control if he wants to, but again we're going to be seeing more or less a 3v3 situation. Now, do I fancy Dawn of Chaos here? I do a little bit because they've got the positioning here to actually take over. If number 9 level can just sit back and check, he will find a player there. Mezzy will of course retake that and get some control. And Naruto there will of course see level there goes in for the Chow. He will not find it, but again, look at that, Dawn of Chaos right there, take a round back, going to be a nice 2-1 there, and positioning there, definitely favourite Dawn of Chaos, and, you know, I can't really fault him either way. But then again, looking at these players specialists, we are going to be seeing 2 snipers. A Ram 7 still coming out from aim. Definitely, I've not seen the Ram 7 used once in the EU scene, but the Americans do, of course, love to use it, so I'm not baiting it. It is a very decent gun that can be used anywhere, but it's quite new for me to see it on the streets, if I say it. It's very new for me to see it. But now, of course, heading into the 4th round, we are seeing more or less an ADS masterclass here. We're seeing a very aggressive Naruto getting kills off the break, but I don't really think he's understanding how to play these things well to the point where he's comfortable with sprinting and ducking and diving so much. But, you know, 4v4 right now. Double trade coming in there. We are going to be seeing an augmented Dawn of Chaos push here in favour of A. Number 2 here, Aim, again can make a huge pinch here and take some serious control. He though is opting to play B a bit too far wide in my opinion. Now again, it looks as though that Dawn of Chaos are winning these engagements here 3v4. You know what, I still would sort of fancy ADS in this position right now. They have got more spread, they've got more coverage over these two bomb sites. Doc are sort of boxed in and bomb is going to go down. This is really bad if you're Dawn of Chaos right now. 2 mid, 1 has to wrap back to get bomb. And this is going to be awful because AIM knows where these guys are now. Number 0, Zeph, is going to make the play now to try and get that bomb sorted. Very wise from him. He will get it under control. And he is in fact now in favour now. But if he actually wrapped around the back there, more time in hand, he would have taken it. Very comfortable around there in favour of Dawn of Chaos. But again, I don't fancy it. He now is going to wrap it back to A. You've got 2 players there from ADS watching the flank. He is now, of course, will try and get it down. Which he probably will do now. He does indeed get that bomb down. And now, of course, we'll play it a little bit too close to the P2. But again, you've got Hardpoint now who's just sat behind him. You've got a nice 1v3 here. If Zeph can pull off some weird, like, you know, Dashy-esque movement here to take things under control, he will have the series in his hands. But nope, he was tagged at Shroud. Hype found the kill. ADS make it 3-1. And again, it's another round in the books for the guys in red. I feel like I'm forgetting something really important here. 1 second, guys. Let me just get something here to make things look a little bit prettier. Now, there we go. Are you ready? Okay, watch this, right? 3, 2, 1, boom. There's your team logos. My apologies. It's all good now. Again, only 5 rounds in. ADS, though, still taking comfortable precautions here. Hype now is 7-1. What? He's 7-1 across these rounds right now. Really, really good from him. But again, he is struggling a little bit in the sense of getting information across. Number 2, AIM is going to be a guy's headbutted it again, but look at that right there. 2 there for ADS in the kill feed and make it 3. Going to be a 5v2 again, but information on AIM is going to be crucial here because if Doc want to win this round, they need to break it from 2 different parts. And look at the arrows right now; they're just ticking and timing across, and the wipes come in. ADS taking up to again 4-1 in the search right now. Really, really good stuff. Dare I say it is. Nothing too out of the blue, but, you know, I mean, ADS is still taking it to the point where, you know what, we're 4-1 up, we're kind of ruining you here a little bit. Dawn of Chaos, get your stuff together, or if you can't get it together, then pack your bags, you know. Things are already looking a little bit too tight around here. Okay, now watching the break off of Dawn of Chaos and ADS right here, you are seeing a very fast number 7 here. That's going to be standing here right now. He's actually pushing all the way up. Now, if he played a bit quicker and repinched, he himself could find some coverage here. But number 5, number 4 here, that's going to be Lemonese and Kalua are going to just sit back and watch, you know, these certain lanes. That green right there and that back turbine will find some kills there for themselves. 2v4 now. Naruto and Kalua. Oh, this is going to be difficult. Sanity was in fact checked and heard. Naruto did find him, but now it's going to be a, well, there I say, it's going to be now a 2v1. Oh my god, Killer have a huge 2-piece. Will he get the third one he won't? It's not going to be 1v1. Naruto versus level right now. 7-2, 4-4. But again, Naruto has got the high ground here. Will he see the player below him? I'm not too sure he will. Oh, it's going to be so tight and so close. He will cross him, but then again, Naruto loses the gunfight, and Level wins it comfortably. Oh my goodness, Naruto could have won that, but Level read it like a book and just played it and just crouched, and you know, the MP5 in hand here. It really was just down to who got the best bullet, and look at that. A very clean kill. No fault, no doubt about it. Look at those stats as well right there. You'll be seeing Chase putting in there. Hype is the leading S&D player of ADS Gaming, and Dawn of Chaos, their leading S&D player in this match is Mezzy. Well, I'm surprised right now because, of course, Hype is doing bits, but Mezzy really isn't at the moment. So we're sort of figuring it out right now. But a very fast part's coming in for ADS. Has worked before. 5v4. Now 5v3. Yeah, ADS have actually got this round secured already. They've got it. ADS have won it already. This is just textbook S&D. Quick plan 5v1. Smoke out as well. Number 7's got no chance. Sanity himself actually needs to either hit some miracle shots here or just time it. But again, look at the rotation. Sanity won't check to his right, and there's another round for ADS. 5-2. Speed and precision and power for the boys in red. It's very difficult right now, but you know, I can't fault that one at all. It really is just textbook. It really is just Call of Duty. It really is something that you wake up to in the morning and you think, you know what, I'm fucking loving this. ADS themselves, 5-2 up. Keep going, boys. Let's see how well you do. But, you know, the comeback is still on. Dawn of Chaos can't be written off just yet. You know, we can see a 5-5 here, around 11, which would be great for everyone. But, you know, I mean, ADS looking to take this all the way. And so they nearly can and will. AIM right now is going to use what I like to call the temp spot. It's just a pre-fire. Nothing too horrible. Look at this right here. Free kill. AIM finds it again. Oh, AIM, no, you unlucky, mate. You just you got a little bit too hungry there. Your dinner needs to be cooked still. But then again, Hype finds it again. Trade coming in again. Going to be 3v3 right now for Dawn of Chaos and ADS Gaming. Make it a sanity 2-piece right there. Behave yourself, young man. If you can find these other kills, you know, then you are looking more or less at a clean round here for yourself. But look at the spread right now. Players are nowhere to be seen. The bomb going to be carried though. Doc can get this down comfortably in the favour. But then again, ADS players need to push up a little bit further. Now, number 3, Naruto is just watching that pinch right now because players can commit to it. He will see a player there though. He will wrap back. Number 2 needs the information on him. Again, player there will find him. And Naruto now left in the 1v2. Will he pull it off? Will he clutch the round? Very, very doable. I won't lie to you. It's really doable. But look at that. Oh, no, it's not. Dawn of Chaos did just play really good there. Sniping the pistol. Hit marker was unlucky, but, you know, cleaned it up very well. And I thought, you know, you would have seen the Naruto clean it up there very nice. But, you know, well, Lil, just, wow. Great switch. Excellent execution. Was really looking more or less at how far those players in Dawn of Chaos were spread out and how far the bomb was to plant time. All it was down to was checking, but he checked at the right time, didn't win a gunfight, and that's what happens in this game. Now, as far as things go, it's going to be, again, another one here for ADS. We are going to be seeing Naruto, Kahlua, ADS, Lemonade, AIM, Hype, trying to get something going here. And, wow, look at that. Another quick round, but bomb is down. Naruto can see that bomb is down. And he hears a player to his left from water. He hears a player in water. Would you look at that? He knows there's a player to his left and he knows the bomb's down. He's just got to play it now, but no, Sanity wins the gunfight. Another 1v2. And now he's going to, now listen, Hype right now has to do something special because he knows the bomb is down exactly where it's going to be. He now, more or less, if he lets Doc, well, if he lets one of them in the form of Sanity actually peek him and check him here, he is done. But listen, he's actually in a really unfair position here. Chronix is going to be at the top right of the screen. Another round left. Dawn of Chaos 5-4 now, looking like a comeback could be on. Still though, comfortable side, Dawn of Chaos, ADS Gaming, they're looking a little bit too relaxed right now. We're going to be seeing it more or less in this whole thing. We're going to be seeing Dawn of Chaos right now, but make an excellent executed B push here, but ADS of course are looking for the A rotation, which is what really they think they're going to do. Well again, it really ain't like that at all. It really ain't like that at all. I'm going to be seeing ADS right now take it a little bit too comfortable. We're going to be seeing what we like to call a 3v4. We are, of course, going to be seeing something a little bit too nice here as well. Dawn of Chaos themselves can't seem to take this a little bit too nicely. 1v3 situation going to come in. And again, Dawn of Chaos now boarded around back to 5-5. Round 11 up next. That's all I can say. All I can say. Now again, it's going to be something a little bit more special here. Another round 11, another gun runner S&D. Look at the setups though. Doc are anticipating mid, B, water. Pure presence there, but if ADS Naruto just plays the long flank here, he's actually won the round for his team. He's won the round for his team. But Then again, number 6, Mezzi, looking to intervene with that, really force him on the left side. First ball will come in. I can see Dawn of Chaos taking it 1-1 here. I can see them taking it 1-1. ADS are not as aggressive as when they came out. They're actually sitting back. They're actually sitting back. But no. 4v3. Oh my goodness. And they've given up boiler control. Look at that. Oh my god, it's a 4v2. And look up top as well. 4v1. Oh, sweet Jesus. Number 9, level though. Can he make the play? Can he make the play? He's got it. He's got it. No, he hasn't. ADS take it comfortably for a round 11 win. And would you look at that? It's all beautiful. It's all kill feeded. It's lovely. 2-0 ADS Gaming. I won't lie to you. Been a very comfortable series so far. Very, very comfortable series so far. But then again, we're seeing it that time and time again. We're seeing more or less what I like to call rust happening right now. I don't think it's looking too good. I think Domination could swing it either way, but I would like to see Dawn of Chaos though just try and take something a little bit more comfortable here. But you know, we'll sort of see how it goes. Up next, quick ad break. We'll see you soon. Welcome back. We're now going to be a little bit more comfortable right now. dare I say it as well, we're going to be a little bit more comfortable in the sense that it's 2-0 to ADS Gaming right now. We are going to be seeing a map number 3. What is that map very well? It is a gun runner domination, and dare I say it, you know, I do fancy ADS in this one a little bit as well, you know. The AR pressure across B could be really important right now, and we're going to be seeing Naruto and Hype really put some numbers up on this map. Now, as we load into things and get things rolling, we're of course going to be seeing something that in itself, it's going to be Hype right now to cap the home flags, and it's going to be Doc spawning on the good side off the break. Now, let's see exactly how it goes and how it plays, because, again, ADS are not playing a good side here, so the quicker they get the flip in, the better it's going to be, because you can cap B, but then again, if your C gets flipped out by ADS, oh sorry, well, Dawn of Chaos, then again, that's just intelligence right there. You need to play it a little bit better. Now, off the break, we're going to be seeing very much split kill feed here. Dawn of Chaos, ADS aren't really breaking too much here. Looking more or less at these players like number 2, aim right now to try and make some plays through the middle here to break it. And again, you see some Dawn of Chaos right here, you know, just trying against break it, and nothing really going in their favour at all. So, really, we'll see how it goes. But, again, ADS are losing flags. I do fancy Dawn of Chaos are on this good side. They are breaking through, and they are controlling it very well. But number 1 here, that's going to be Hype. He's going to flip them out off the break like a, well, a pancake, dare I say it. But, you know, we're going to be seeing something a little bit more comfortable. You know, if you ever play like Hype that's pushing around, getting control, again, these players are still going to spawn up on Dawn of Chaos, though. You know, you can play it and bait it as much as you like. Take pressure off B. Yeah, that's all cool, yeah. But if you're on bad side, you've got to push through a little bit here. Number 7, again, Sanity's going to push through here. No kills yet. Not a single kill. He's hunting. He's headhunting right now. So, fingers crossed he can find something here. Oh, no, he hasn't found anything yet. That was... Don't worry. We've got 8 more minutes to go. You'll get it secured. Now, again, ADS Gaming, 4-3, 4-2 here for Killua and Naruto. Very comfortable to break, but, you know, point difference isn't going to go on either side or either favour. We're seeing more or less ADS just take things a little bit too comfortably. They're sort of playing it to the point where they think a BC's okay. It really isn't okay. You want the AB. Even better, you just want to, you know, just play for your AC and your B neutral. You can do so many things here that will work. Really, it comes down to how you want to really put pressure onto it. And again, I'm not really seeing ADS put any pressure onto the correct flags at the correct times. You can put it onto B, differentiate by 3 or 4 points, but, you know, Dawn of Chaos right now are getting out Slater a little bit. ADS, of course, can retake B again here. And with this flood, players need to push up a little bit here. Players need to push up. You can set up what you want around B. Listen, Dawn of Chaos can break through and retake it. That's the thing that they need to understand here a little bit, because you're not playing up against teams. You're playing up against a genuinely evenly matched team here in Dawn of Chaos right now. Of course, it is too early in the series, but a 6-4 S&D and a 50-point domination difference, or sorry, hardpoint difference. I'd still say it's pretty much a contest, you know. It isn't really a write-off at this point. But again, it's going to be Dawn of Chaos right there, trying to get things under control. They're not doing that to the full of their extent. Again, flip-flop kill feed here. 2-point difference. Dawn of Chaos here actually really aren't playing this bad side too, well, this good side here too great, you know. I mean, again, look, players right now spawning up outside ADS. They think they're just watching pinches, but look at that number 6 right there. That's going to be Mezzy right now making plays around the side. If you neutral C, I mean, if you neutral C, he can make a great play here, but he can't cap it. Whatever he does right now, he needs to just play for more or less that A, B, C neutral. That really is what you want to be doing if you are a Dawn of Chaos fan or even a player at this point. Well, specifically, more or less, a Dawn of Chaos player. We are, however, though, looking a little bit too relaxed here. If you are talking about we're talking about ADS, giving up all these gunfights right now on that B flag. And if you look at the factory right now, Dawn of Chaos have not lost A yet. They haven't lost A. They're literally waiting. But again, I mean, ADS have got an 11-point lead here. Flag will change hand again, and it looks as though we're going to be having an evenly matched, well, there I said, we're like a 72-70 or a 72-72 in favour of ADS going into, well, no, sorry, the second half, you know. But again, Dawn of Chaos, though, they're not winning these flags in time, you know. Like, as long as they can hold a strong beat here, they got something going, but... You know, the pinches are coming in, and look at them. That's Lemonade right there. He was going to find that kill there, but again, lost it. You know, aim comes in for the reach out. He wins it. Now, again, with that, is it the ram in hand? No, he's got the MP5 this time. He's doing it all. He's sort of controlling it very, very well at the moment. But, you know, he wants to be a little bit careful. A little bit more careful, if anything. Because when you've got players right now running around with 5 combat knives aside, it's going to be just pacey S&D, you know. Pace, yes indeed. ADS though, again, comfortable. Wipe the kill feed there again. Very clean cut. You're going to be seeing Dornacasto lose it again. It's going to be a 20-point difference here going into the second latter of the series. And dare I say it, the second half of the domination. Now, when I come back to real quick, because the way that ADS have sort of cut it and played it, they're sort of playing it to the point where they're not really looking too much at... they're not really looking too much at the overall scoreboard. They're more or less just looking into the way that they play it. I mean... They're playing the CB, which shouldn't work realistically, but it's working. You know, why is it working? They're actually holding a very strong B. You know, they're actually flushing out 8 to 9 kills at a time. They're not really letting ADS get any mid presence because they're just flooding B every single time. They really would make it harder for ADS if, of course, ADS actually started to flood around bathroom and neutralize that C flag. At least just neutralize them and cap it, just neutralize it, put pressure off because your teammates can win that. But you know, it's just how the cookie's crumbling right now. But again, I'm going to go on board now with the boys in red as they themselves are taking off a little bit here. 91-65 is your opening score count right now. And again, ADS Gaming themselves are now going to look a little bit more comfortable going into it because they're getting some caps on there. Dornacasto looking a little bit more slower, but now they're going to push through the tunnel here, and it's going to be huge here. Boiler Control is going in favour of ADS again, but look at Dornacasto right now. They're just trading kills. They're trading gunfights inside this one area of the map. And Hype now, again to regain it, and look at that. AB. Perfect. Now... Listen, the players from ADS themselves are just setting up. They don't realise though. Dornacasto there are looking for the flip. They're actually looking for the flip off the breaks with number 6 Mezzi right there, who is actually sort of controlling it a little bit too well here. You know, he's actually trying to play for a gunfight here. Won't win it though. If he won the gunfight though, really huge. Pressure broken. Bam. Maybe an A neutral there could have happened, if anything, because nobody on the side of the ADS there was not actually checking the A. Dornacasto breaking around the back, breaking around the middle. Very comfortable though. All stemming though from one area. They're all just crash flooding this whole area. You know, I mean, of course, like you can do that, but not now. Like you're 40 points down. You want to really just sort of stop and make some tactical plays on flags. You know, you're just sort of flooding an area hoping that you can get big like that. You can't do that, man. You got to make sure ADS aren't getting any more points on the board, and you got to do that by having some individual presence. That's all we got to be seeing, man. That's all we got to be seeing. But again, right now, players right now like Naruto on a 6 spree, controlling it right up here, onside B bomb. They're sort of making the game a little bit too easy for ADS, you know. They're sort of making the game a little bit too comfortable because Dornacasto right now are pushing forward a little bit. You've got Chronix right there who's just sort of, you know, running around trying to find Naruto, but again, Naruto himself is going to find some kills. So he finds one there. He won't get a second there. But an 8 spree left for Naruto, very comfortable. But you know what I'm saying right now? I'm saying it again. It's more or less a little bit in the favour of Dawn of Chaos. That was a lie, by the way. ADS right now running away with a 50-point lead here, which is really harsh to watch. But, you know, Dawn of Chaos, anything too bad, you know. Hugely impressed by a lot of Mezzi's presence and a lot of his movement. But, again, you got a lot of players right now like Naruto and Hype who just don't care. They will take you down. Hype's on a 5 string right now, and he's, you know, just capping everything. Four caps there, 16 and 7, you know. Great stuff from him, you know. He's sort of doing his bit, but now when AB is coming in, Doc actually flipped out ADS. Now we have seen this before. Then again, ADS cannot break the A flag as effectively as Doc. We could maybe see a switch here, not off the cards yet, my friends, but you know, unless something is done here, we're going to be seeing Dornacasto just start to rack up some kills. It's going to be kills at very important times. Now again, look at this right here. ADS will see presence here. Another gunfight happens there. Number 1 got taken down, and again, look at that. It's a 5 wipe. Dornacasto have wiped all 5 of ADS's players there. The lead is starting to slowly slip away, and we're going to be doing it again. I mean, look, just look, right? Okay, Dornacasto can realistically claw it back here, but they're going to need a neutral at some point, maybe even a trip. Dare I say it? Look at this right now. Lemonade, he's looking a little bit uncomfortable with the AR, looking a little bit slower than we've seen him before. But you know, you want to be just presence, is all you need, man. Get them off it, because they're just gonna lie down and play you like a fiddle. And right now, that's what they're doing. They're taking your bribes, just anything you want to do. 20-point difference now in favour of ADS Gaming. We are going to be seeing Dawn of Chaos though claw back, etching it slowly. They can actually come back and do something serious here with it. But look at AIM right now on the A flag. He now is going to take that over and regain. Look at that. That is a 2 cap right there. ADS come back with the point difference now 2-1. Every tick counts now. Dawn of Chaos need to get something going here, which they do on that C flag. Now again, I think ADS have actually thrown a wrench in the works. It's going to be very tight going towards the wire here. We are going to be seeing, though, a 22-point difference now. Dawn of Chaos, 50 seconds left, yeah? Oh, mathematically not impossible until 22 seconds left, but again, Aim is just finding these flag plays. He's sort of getting everyone off it at the moment in time. 1-2 piece there again. Still, though, that flag is going to go in favour of Dawn of Chaos. And we're going to be seeing ADS now look a little bit tighter around the sides now. As far as ticks go, I would want to say it right now, but I don't want to jinx it. I would say that Dawn of Chaos themselves have just about lost out this game. They have just about lost out this game in Wholesome. So it's going to be a bit of a 3-0 sweep for ADS Gaming. And dare I say it, oh my goodness. Well, I was not expecting a 3-0. I would have thought map 5 maybe, but no, ADS Gaming have taken it comfortably. Prediction has come to fruition, and there you have it, my son. We're going to be seeing something very, very tight here. That tightness right there is ADS taking 3-0 over Dawn of Chaos. Now that is something special. Now, me and Chase will be back again for the second series right now, but then again, wasn't a bad solo for myself. I'm very happy with that. I would like to see Chase to come back for the headliner tonight. That's going to be Autentii versus Violence. And we'll be seeing you shortly for that fixture. All been fun and games. You know how it is.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Yo, is your mic muted?
We're good to go, mate. I'm just inserting my picture since my camera's broken.
Oh, are you also gonna screen share?
It's alright, Chase. Listen, what you need to know is that we're currently live right now. You just need to speak, do your thing. Since you're back right now for the main header, I just want to hear your beautiful voice.
Oh my gosh, does everybody see me and can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Okay, folks, well, I'm back. Last map, or not last map, but last series, I was sort of in the chat, just kind of lurking, throwing some stats here and there in there. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. But this time around, I won't be just throwing in stats and timbits through the chat. I will be verbalizing my stats in little timbits of information. And to you guys, I have some very important, first off, information to cover. And that's not the information that we all already know. And that's that these two teams are at the top. They're 1 and 2. Actually both tied for first in the league with 6 map wins and 1 map loss each of them. So that's what keeps them at the top there. ADS undefeated going into this week. Now, before this match is concluded, obviously they have 3 wins. ADS is still undefeated. They're at the top. But if one of these teams today gets the 3-0 win, they will continue to hold they will get the top spot and they will leapfrog ADS. Because ADS Gaming has, I believe, 2 losses already, map losses. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how things turn out. Connie's obviously going to be putting on like a little photo for you guys of him, just because his cam isn't working on Discord. So, as well as I think he just wants to take a break. You know, he's a bit camera shy right now, folks.
It's all good.
But Connie's going to be here. He's going to be talking. First off, Connie, actually, I want to throw you a big question. That's
let's go.
Which of these 2 teams here do you have? Are you predicting to win, and why do you put them ahead?
Violence, because well, I just have a natural inclination for the way they've been playing so far. I think Autentii are good, but they haven't really faced anyone like Violence yet, so I'll go with them. Gotta go with them.
Well, I can agree with you on that. I feel like there's a bit of a but then again, you know, I know chat knows I'm biased, you know, because I got my son and Alu there playing on the side of Violence, but statistically, it doesn't lie either. Team Violence, they have 2 players occupying the top 3 in the top 3 of the KD board, and they have 2 players in the top 3 occupying in the best players of the league so far, looking at a league MVP as a whole, not just top KDs, but also league MVP. And that's Alu and G both stepping up big there for their team. And over on the side, you got VL, who's been putting on a show for the side of Autentii, especially in the KD department. He tops the whole league in KDs. And over on the side of Autentii, I believe they have one other player, Trey. Also, he's coming off of having both, not just one, but both best of 5 series that they played for the last 2 weeks. Both of them went his way in terms of the series MVP. So, you know, it's going to be a little interesting to see how this battle plays out in between these 2 teams right here. I feel like it's going to be very big in determining who's going to be on the top, holding the top spot going into the rest of the season. But that ADS gaming side, we just saw them. They were absolutely unbelievable, especially in that Search and Destroy. Well, not the Search and Destroy. It was the shakiest map out of all 3 of them. But they're still such a force.
I can't see them in playoffs as well. I could see them probably getting grand finals. You know, I could see them getting grand finals and playoffs if they keep playing the way they're playing. But you know, Donut Chaos wasn't even a bad team. You know, they'll break them in 4th, 5th place. But you know, just throw them after break, whitewashed. As far as
we'll see how it goes. But today's maps, Con, you want to quickly just update the chat on what kind of maps we're going to see going forward?
Well, today, guys, we have a lot of variety. We have Gunrunner, 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 and Archive Peak. It should be fun.
So much variety.
It's a lot of gun runner. I won't lie to you. I'm a bit backwashed with the gun runner right now. I won't lie to you, but we can make it work. And also, the picture is actually me at a Reading Festival a couple of years ago with my friend Georgia here. And yes, that is in fact a straw hat. I don't know where I got it from, to be fair, but you know what? I don't even care. We move. Life is good.
Hey, you might not care about that hat, but I still think you look absolutely gorgeous in it.
I was 17 there, Chase. You're a picture.
Hey. It's not like I'm being weird about it. I'm just giving you a compliment because you're you. And you know who we need to compliment right now? We need to start complimenting these teams because it is game time, folks. We're going to be jumping right into this action. Conman, take it away. You know the play-by-play better than I do.
And of course, you're right over 2P. Sins there of the 1. I'm seeing a lot of pressure right now coming from Team Violence on bad side as well. But then again, Sins there, wiping them down with the AR. We're seeing Team Violence getting pushed out still there. They're trying to break through right now and get something going. But, you know, it looks as though... yeah, Violence are actually flushed out. Autentii got the good hold here. I can really see a lot of pressure though. I won't lie to you. Violence are just running at Autentii. I don't think I've seen this before, but you know what? They're dealing with it really well. Really well. As far as it goes though for the P2, Autentii still control chase, and we're looking at a push right now through crates, and it's going to be Violence right now wiping out the kill feed.
Yeah, it's not just the kill feed that they're wiping out, but they're wiping out a lot of these the tiers that have sort of already started to be shed by Autentii players. As you know, what the heck? They've been absolutely slapping, like you said, every team that they've played. They have been one of the hottest hardpoint teams we've seen in the league, and right now they're losing a ton of gunfights. The inconsistencies are already showing, though they do have spawns for P2. They did play it, and now they have it, and they're getting time, which is good. This is going to help them a bit with momentum, actually a lot with momentum, but they weren't ready. They weren't fast enough to watch Cole, so already you see 2 or 3 players start to slip through, and now they're going to have close spawns for this P2 and look to even flip around the spawns. But number 6 gets taken out by number 1 on the minimap, and things are looking shaky for the side of Autentii, as you're seeing some of the lines that they're holding and they're drawing in the sand here near this point starting to crumble.
Crumbling, I wouldn't say that right now. It's a very tight scoreline, and of course, Autentii and Team Violence are only 4 points separating the good. We are going to be seeing Team Violence, they'll get the early rotation in after the break, and we are going to be seeing Autentii right now trying to break through from Cole. But then the number 5 there, Sam Buster, is just lurking around the back a little bit. He's only going to really neutralise a little bit of information here. You know, get some players off and trying to hunt him down. But, you know, if you know the spawns, that won't matter, because Sam gets taken down. Player spawned right at the back, and we're going to be seeing a Cole flood here coming in from Autentii. Team Violence, so looking to regain some control here with a very clean and very effective P3 setup, Chase.
Yeah, it's clean, and what's going to make it even cleaner for the side of Autentii, what would make it even cleaner is if they ran 2 trophies, which is exactly what they switch over to for this one. This is one of those very important hills, especially when it comes to utility usage to break it. So having more trophies, having at least 2 trophies on your team, if not 3, for this hill is super, super important. And Violence, they also have 2. So they're both ready for this hill. But right now, you're still seeing the side of Autentii coming off of that wonderful hold on P2, continuing to hold this one well and keep this score very tight, as we're going to be moving over to P number 4 in just a moment over by crates. And it's looking like we're seeing Autentii just one step ahead of the side of Violence for these last couple hills. And we'll just see how Violence can sort of bounce back from this.
I mean, you knew it was going to be a good series when you've seen the top 3 players so far in rankings against each other. So the hype certainly is living up right now. It's a very close one, number 1, but VL's getting a little too comfortable there with the knife. Probably ran out of ammo there, but that was a nice little spree from him off top of crates to make sure things were controlled. We are, though, again seeing Autentii getting flushed out a little bit here. Flip-flop kill feed. We are going to be seeing, however, Alu there get 2 there, dropping as well. Nothing really too critical at the moment. No one's really fighting for scrap, but Team Violence are collecting it right now, looking as though they're going to get a nice 30-point lead here. Autentii are allowing that because they're trying to set up here for a very strong P5. They are going to set up here for a very strong P5. Now, what does this mean? Well, it means Team Violence themselves are going to have 108 points on the board. They're literally just going to play for scrap. They're literally playing for scrap. Now, you can do that at this point, but you need to flood absolutely everything inside that P5. And so far, you've got G right now, who is just headbutting everything inside. Now, Walu there finds another one. My guy is unfortunately dying right now. Posing on Lazy. Trying to get something going here, but no, they're falling as well. Lazy at the front door. He's knocking on the wrong... He's barking on the wrong tree right now because he is seeing all these players below him. No one really sees him, but again, it looks as though he's getting really comfortable. But look at that right now. He's been tagged. He's been split. We're going to be seeing Tress right down below him. He's got a lot of position right here, but, you know, points are now going to overtake because Lazy right now is going to flood the back. Nobody knows it really, other than number 3 maybe. That's going to be Sins right now. He will find a kill there. Sins though just behind him. But look at that right there. Trey coming in. G now inside that hill. He has got time. He's got pressure. It's going to be now. Autentii spawning out. But again, a huge gunfire there and Sins wins it. Scrap is going to go in favour of Autentii. He's on a 4 spree himself. He's finding some closure and some comfort. But it does look as though a lot of these engagements are going to happen around the middle here. It's going to be a lot of, well, players from Violence just out slaying right now. But again, you know, I can really see it, Chase. I can really see it. I think Autentii could slip away with it here.
See, you're seeing Autentii possibly sneaking away with it. One of the biggest reasons for how that might come to fruition is, of course, if you guys have seen the kills to deaths right now, you're looking over at August, who just is right now sitting on a thick 16 deaths to 11 kills, 12 kills. He really needs to get this one. He needs to get going. He needs to start heating up soon, starting to match the pace that the rest of his team is playing at, and really start to provide more of an impact. He's on a 3 kill streak, which is great to see right now. Maybe that gives him a bit more confidence, seeing himself on a kill streak. But what confidence isn't there right now is Violence's, as they overextended on that point and have just lost P2 spawns. That is very, very horrible. If you're if you're a fan of Violence right there, your team worked so hard. They held the line very well, drew it in the sand, and, you know, kept it there. But P2 in the hands of Autentii. But just as I'm saying this, number 7, that's G. Somebody who's been a bit quiet this map so far is now going to make a huge play, and he's going to look to keep all of these players over at the side of containers at bay. But, you know, things are just heating up here, folks. Connie, I can't believe the insanity that we're seeing here, as this hill is more back and forth, more like I can't put my hand on which team really here has the handle of this game yet.
Probably Autentii still. I mean, they're still fighting for scrap. They're still winning a lot of their fights for scrap, as you're seeing right now. But, you know, it looks like Violence are playing for a very long and very hard early rotation game. But Autentii also playing that game as well, you know, and winning the scrap fights as well. So this means they're getting 40 seconds off their initials on their scraps and letting Autentii Violence contest for a long period of time. But again, a flip-flop kill feed there again. Number 1, Brizzy there, really huge, but unfortunately cannot find it. And again, number 9 there, Lazy, winning actually some key gunfights to make sure he gets an initial for his team. And look at the push out right there. Now it's going to be a Violence hold right here. Trophies, though, are not being put down at the moment in time, although they are, in fact, actually popped up for now. It's actually it's going to be a Daddy players sitting in hill right now. The trophy players are nowhere to be seen. They're nowhere to be seen inside this hill. Now, luckily, Alu there copped a very nasty 3-piece, and if it wasn't for that, I don't think it would have been more or less a good thing for Violence, because, you know, there's nothing really saving that hill, and again, you're going to be seeing a lot of gunfights happen here. The equipment will, of course, hinder Violence's ability to try and take over here a little bit, but, you know, the players are slaying, a lot of people are just killing it off the site, and it's still very close, only 1 point difference, though. Going into the P4, it looks as though Autentii, again, are going to win more scrap, and this is key right now.
The scrap time here is big, but
yeah,
the setup for Violent on that last hill, it really held. They really were able to get a ton of points and really get back into this one. They were really losing it. They were losing it the second P2 in a row to not really go their way. You know, now though, after the skirmishes and the fiesta on the new point to start it off, we're seeing Violence grabbing more time, and now maybe even looking to grab a lead in points as it changes over just now. And we're going to be seeing Violence now looking to kind of play for that spawn for P5. Now that they have a bit of a lead here, they have time going their way. You know, they have number 7 on the flank. Not going to get the big kill needed to retake this hill. Number 8 though, he's going to get up in the face of those 2 players, take them both out. That's going to be opposing, winning some really key gunfights for more scrap time. But maybe this is going to bite. Violence on the butt, because Violence, they're nowhere near that next hill. And P5, it's all the way across the map. And the rest of this Autentii side are pretty much set up here to really dominate, hold, and just, again, like I say over and over again, draw a line in the sand and just not let these yellow arrows cross it.
Line in the sand right now, I can't really see it right now. I'm just seeing a hole, well, a stick in the mud, dare I say. It's a little bit more like Team Violence right now, sort of forcing their way through the front and breaking in, but there's nothing really going for them. August there again dropping. That was a good little break there from Team Violence. Unfortunately, no one there was home. And again, it's going to be even tighter right now because Lazy himself can head in there, support his teammate. We're going to be seeing some feeds right now. Player right there below him. Nade is going to go off though, but two players from Autentii are inside that hill right now. Although they're both staggered right now, it doesn't mean anything because right now, neither team can win off this hill. It could be important though because the more that they contest, the harder it's going to be right now. Ali right now is doing all that he can for his team, opposing those going to head into that hill. He will not see a player. Well, he will see him in a second. There he is. He's popped up right now. But the stun's going to head in the way. Again, that wasn't really much there. Only 10 seconds of contest right now. Team Violence now are not going to play for anything other than what we're getting called as just a real scrap fight at the moment. I can definitely see these two teams are very well evenly matched. I can also see right now we're going to be seeing Team Violence themselves as well as Autentii just keeping it locked because the P1 right now, Smoke is going down. Excellent playing right now, definitely to a nice level. Opposing right now is going to run through and try and get some kills here of his own. But then again, he will find some busted out. Another player down the sport, and that's going to be, of course, Sin. Sin now is on the hill. 20 points left. Autentii to close out this first map right now. Team Violence really are backfooting a little bit. They're backpedaling as well. You know, I mean, they don't know what's going on right now. But we are, of course, seeing them struggle a little bit here as Autentii now are going to have... Well, actually, I think Autentii are just going to play for a P2 here, you know. They are going to play for a P2. Listen, of course, a really good maneuver here, right? And very clever. But, you know, if you're Team Violence, you just need to get something going. I mean, look, listen, your deadly players are getting in hill. Your trophies are the people that are headbutting. I'm very confused. The cuts are not being played correctly at the moment. It really is down to communication.
See, if you guys notice, I'm like a massive Toronto Ultra fan, and I'm getting massive deja vu vibes right now. Like if I'm an Autentii player fan watching this right now, because this is sort of like the same sort of situation that happened at Ultra. They were up, and you know they felt comfortable. They grabbed P2 spawns here, but then New York came out of nowhere in the New York homestand and really messed them up, and ended up cleaning this up off of a massive P1 hold here, but. These yellow arrows are going to come on in. They're going to try to do their damage. They can't get enough to happen here. The contest needs to come in now. It comes in the last second here. Can those yellow arrows contest it for long enough and even seem to get a win here? They can't leave this hill. The kills are coming through. Violence are going to be winning a few gunfights on this hill. All of them need to go their way. They need all this contest time. They even need this hill time. 0 and 1 are the last two left on this hill. The contests are continuing to come in. Nobody can win on this one right now, except Autentii. I can't believe I said nobody can win on it. But Autentii, they win on it, 250 to 239. Connie, what an intense ending there to what is already storied and looking like an intense series.
This has got the all marks here for an absolute classic, my son. I'm definitely more or less in the favour, though, of this scoreline and your side profile right now, because that is all I can see right now on both my screens.
You're seeing some massive slay power coming out of the side of Autentii. And, you know, unfortunately, Violence just unfortunately we're missing just one player coming. They needed to match up the slaying. Because as you see, you know, 30 plus kills for 4 players on the side of Autentii, and you're seeing 30 plus kills on only 3 players on the side of Violence. Though, August, he flipped everything around for himself, but G, one of the outstanding players on the side of Violence, just not having a good map.
Yeah, I know you mean.
He lacked
Stinker.
He lacked his what's
Mojo.
it called, his usual form.
Mojo.
You know, it wasn't the regular G we're used to seeing. It's not the OMG that I'm used to yelling over.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just sleeping on a little bit. So good.
Just a bit of a yawn there, boy.
Just sleeping on them. I just like to sleep on these people. That's how it always works.
Man. Connie, we all love you. Right, chat? We all love Connie. Sleepy Connie or awake Connie?
But right now, we'll cut to a quick ad where I can work out and regain. And welcome back. Now heading straight into the gameplay of the S&D chase. How are you feeling for these teams?
I'm definitely gonna be on that Autentii hype train for this S&D. I think they're one of the strongest S&D teams. One that I could definitely see rivaling the side of ADS, who have been looking close to perfect on it. But you know, I can't count out Violence yet. They're doing great right now, as it's 3-3. But the bomb has been planted, and it's all up to Violence to now have to get this retaken. Number 3 on the minimap for Autentii, that's going to be Sins playing the long angle with the AR, I believe. That's going to be a rough one. But Opposing and G are going to be able to clean things up here as I look away. And man, oh man, what an insane comeback. I want to call it a comeback for Violence there in that situation of the first round in this Search and Destroy. And what a great momentum swinger.
Momentum swinger, definitely, but I'm seeing more or less, you know, a team that needs to regain after losing the map 1 chase.
Pretty much. And going into round number 2, the bomb, though, going to be in the hands of Violence this time around. It's going to be interesting to see how these teams really play when they have offense, if they continue to just hit B, because, you know, that's when you play Gunrunner, everybody just only hits B, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's if that tends to be a crowd pleaser bomb site, but, you know, as far as I'm seeing it, you know, A could be used at this point, you know, definitely favouring Violence, but, you know, if you want to get the B sword, smoke it out, get something going, then do it. I mean, listen, time it perfectly. I'm very sure player to your left is Surge's Sam Booster doesn't even realise that Opposing is literally going to crawl up behind him and give him a slap on the arse. You know, of course. Player supporting that. 1 down. Boom. Bomb planted. Number 4 right now. VL can get some serious coverage here right now if he can find it perfectly. VL, of course, now will be looking for the player below him. But then again, he's getting tagged up right now. He's getting tagged up. He's actually distracted, you know. Doesn't realise about how far these players have set up, but then again, now he realises that the player below him Opposing is trying to get some coverage down here. Ali, though, can just repinch it here, take him down on the bomb, and now we're going to be seeing another 2-3 situation here for Autentii. Now make it a 1v2 situation here for Tress and the rest of the boys. Tress needs to get the defuse down. He needs to get the defuse down, and he's just going to hunt for the kill. He knows where Alu is. He knows exactly where Alu is. And he wins it, Tress, there with the 1v2. Secure a round in the favour of Team Violence. That right there was impressive chase. Very, very much one that will take the breath out of my lungs.
What an insane ending right there. That was a buzzer beater and a half. He just needed to get that kill in. And it was essentially 50-50 on which side of the which side of the turbine Alu looked at. And I don't quite know why he laid down. If I were him, I would have probably stayed up and been a bit more mobile for a fight like that. But, you know, he's the one who's leading his team. He's the one who's the pro right now. And unfortunately, though, his team does lose that round. But we're going to see ourselves into round number 3 with an even round score line, which is great because we're going to get to see which team breaks that deadlock. Will it be Autentii that grabbed 2 rounds back to back? Question mark. As they're going to get that bomb right over to B, absolutely free too. No charge whatsoever, no loss, no lives lost in the process. But number 6 is going to make his way over to Turbine and get taken out. That's Alu. He went over to his spot and he got absolutely punished, not without being able to, grab a kill. No trades there except for Opposing now grabbing the trade in the player bottom bathrooms. It's now going to be a bit of a charge now over to B, but it's all going to be up to that big gunfight over by Boiler. And wow, Trey gets a nice 2-piece before he gets taken out. Sand Booster going to get 1, and that's going to be a big trade-off. And Autentii going to win things in the end and put themselves up in a 2-1 situation.
2-1 situation right now, very comfortable. Autentii Esports showing off some Puerto Rican prowess right now on the maps, and it's very comfortable. I'm just liking the whole look of the things chase right now. I mean, VL and Tress really come nicely in this map and just sort of taking things very comfortable. I wouldn't say it as anything else. I would say one thing though, of course. I'm really enjoying it right now. Looking, of course, at the damage and the selections right now, things are, of course, very comfortable. We are again going to be seeing the combat nasty M19s being used right now. Very, very nice from our side, keeping things very respectful. But you know, August right now finding a first blood. Team Violence though could be finding something special here. We don't really know exactly how this is going to play out, but then and again, I'm looking more or less for the first bloods, and again, it's going to be aggressive. It's going to be an aggressive Team Violence right here. We saw this last time again with ADS, and opposing right now is 7-2. He's comfortable. His teammates aren't so comfortable, but he is comfortable. Number 1 though in power now, Brizzy could go for a huge pinch here and get 2 if he's lucky. Number 4 is going to track back. That's going to be VL. They're preparing for the A plant right now, and again, as bombs are going to go down, it's going to be very hard now. Right? Well, it's going to be hard right now because you know. Repositions are coming in, and it looks as though it's going to be a very tight 2v3 situations here. Opposing will find one, G will find one, and look at that right now. G, of course, is stuck in the. He was caught in the hard spot. They're rocking a hard place right now. Bracy though is going to hot bomb, and boom! Look at that Violence taking things under control, under the wraps. Very lovely. Let's go for the 2-2 dead chase.
Yeah, right now there is a bit of a dispute. It sounds like in chat just over the usage of Cali sticks, but we'll get that sorted out as we'll be waiting on the admin/owner to get me the ruling on that one before I end this one. But here we go. We got ourselves another round though until that ruling comes in, and that's going to be a 5th round here as the score continues to stay tied. Autentii, they're going to be looking to plant this bomb, and they've done a really good job at getting that bomb down early so far at B side throughout these rounds where they've had offense. And Tress and Sins both doing a great job getting kills for their side. And it's gonna be all red in the kill feed as Autentii slaying out all those players, even getting the bomb down once again. It's all up to Lazy. And he isn't caught sleeping, but he just doesn't, you know.
Yeah, it's one of them ones, you know. One of them ones.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be moving on into round number 6 now. Conman, what you think about round number 6? Who do you think has this one? Since it's been really back and forth.
I can see literally Autentii taking every round and then Thingy coming back with it. Sorry, Autentii winning round and then Violence coming back with it. I can see a 3-2, 3-3, 4-3, 4-4, 5-4, 4-5-5, you know. So I favour Violence right now, but August does need to find some pace. Judo is finding the first, but they're looking very comfortable. Again, opposing right now really is popping off at 9 and 3 with 2 plants or 2 diffusers. You know, it's very, very nice. Something that you'd like to have on every resume that you can find. But again, they're really favouring the Smoke B, which of course is very comfortable, very, very nice. And I ain't too bothered. I ain't too bothered with it. It's definitely something that you just like to do it. But when our bombs be planted at B, it's definitely something that I like to say. It all comes down to right now a 4v4 Team Violence right now. Autentii are setting up around this P4 right now. We are of course going to opposing right now who's going to watch the pinch. Alu finds the first, but then now these 2 players with Autentii are going to push up right now. That's going to be Sins and VL left last 2 alive. Opposing hears him. He's going to take him in a second. 3, 2, 1. Bam! Here comes the first player right now. Opposing will find him. He will of course just about win the gunfight. And again, bomb is still checked. Number 4 VL is going to come around the back here. He's playing a nice little dance pattern here with the boys in yellow. Opposing right now are really. I've actually won the round there again. Violence 3-3.
Yeah, it's man, back and forth, indeed. As we're gonna be bringing ourselves into a round number 7 with both these teams still in deadlock. It's like offense seems to be the only side either of these teams can really win at this point, I think, and maybe that will decide it. I think in the pattern of things that if it continues to go like this, where it's just trading offense for offense, and wow, Autentii's actually making an A push.
Very good.
One of this is a 1 in a million, and they're gonna get caught there. The bomb's gonna be down. G comes in with a massive 3-piece, massive work over there to help diffuse that situation over by lockers, and now it's gonna be a 3 versus 2. What can Autentii do with that? Both of those players not looking like they're going to be playing for engagements at the moment to really get these numbers to go back the way they want. Instead, they're just going to play it slowly. They're even going to get the bomb back in their possession. So now it's going to be all up to these players on Violence sort of guessing and spreading out across the map to really get some vision and get something going in terms of figuring out where these guys are going with the bomb. And it looks like Autentii is going to go for a B plant. Opposing is going to get a big kill. That's going to be a 1 versus 3 now, and that's going to be it. As a Violence is going to get another round to go their way, 2 in a row, might I add, and that again shows why teams don't go to A.
There and again, it's just Team Violence showcasing some Call of Duty, and again, it's always been a part of the script, if you know what I mean, Chase. They've always been a man and a team and a mission to really secure themselves some series wins here. But, you know, right now, we're getting back into it. I think, of course, it's going to be more of a defense, though. We're going to be seeing, again, Autentii trying to defend themselves here off the break, and it's going to be Violence, though, pushing up aggressive. I can see Violence here. No one gets bombed from Violence, though. Very, very classy. There we go. And that's sorted. Pace itself, again, it's going to be another B push, another setup. We're going to be seeing it broke again. We're going to see Autentii taking 4-4. I'm calling it right now, Chase. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, right now, things are, things are looking stickier than a Rice Krispie square, as both these teams are grabbing trades and, like, Connie, you're looking like a snack, but man, these teams are bringing meals out here as
are they hot meals or cold
feasting
meals?
off each other round after round, as we're seeing some really nice flawless rounds that come in, some really scrappy rounds. Like, we're getting, maybe the map choice wasn't very versatile, but this Search and Destroy has sort of been one of the most versatile, not versatile, but one of the most, interesting and not so, not so repetitive, I want to say, Search and Destroys. Like, we're seeing a lot of interesting different positions these teams are being in. Like, right now, 2 versus 3. They're holding it in weird different angles, but we're going to get Lazy, who's going to make it now from a 1 versus 3, make it out a 1 versus 2. He's going to know the bombs over by lockers. One is going to be one on the minimap is just going to play for Boiler. Might hear the player going or crossing around here, but 4 and 1, they're now going to get a bit of a pinch here, knowing the player's over by A. Time is not of the essence for the Violence player, and Autentii win around and tie things up at 4-4.
Well, I did call it, to be fair, but this is the game. I love this game. I love this game. Activision, hire me. I love this game. Hire me.
Connie,
Chasey, what?
Why aren't you in the CDL already, my dude?
Because I'm not as good as Alan or Andy or Nick or Austin. So you got to make sure these guys get their shot before me. All right.
Well, by the end of we hope by the end of this Call of Duty Cold War season that we might be looked at a bit more seriously. And right now, you guys in chat, you guys viewing right now, need to look at both of these teams seriously, as we have ourselves a serious Search and Destroy that's 4-4 in the score. We're into the round number 9, and 1 minute still left to play, and it's a 4 versus 4 as a trading kill comes in from August. Lazy going to get in the action. He was the last player for the side of Violence last round to try to make something happen. Couldn't have things go his way. He couldn't clutch it up. And Trey's going to get an evening kill there, and that's going to be a 3 versus 3. 40 seconds left. Bomb's still not down. Trading kills coming back around as Trey's going to get a kill with his nade right after he dies. That is an afterlife kill. I remember the medals back in what's it called, Modern Warfare 3. I used to get those with Miter Dome or whatever it was called. And we're in a 2 versus 2 here. Bomb gets planted. So time's going to get extended. We got ourselves another 38 seconds here. G getting a massive pick from the spawn from Autentii's spawn. And now they're just going to look to maybe play the pinch on the player at Turbine, and that's going to be Lazy. Getting that kill on VL and getting his team the round. And he's also going to be a gentleman here, and he's going to give his teammate G the defuse as well, potentially here.
I think
as they're both looking to just play for it's going to go over to Lazy. He earned it. He got the last kill there, and they just played it out to try to, I believe, get back their dead silences a bit more, right?
Yeah, we like to see it. We always like to see sort of stuff like that. To be fair, it definitely does help a lot when they're doing it. And I won't lie to you right now. Team Violence 5 or 24. Violence probably will close it out in this next round. I'll call it again.
Great work right now from the side of Violence, as they're really bringing it to this Autentii side. This is the most trouble Autentii's had this entire league so far, and vice versa. And Violence, they're looking to even things out in the series by taking away the Search and Destroy from this very consistent search team in Autentii. And G, as I'm saying this, Violence, not looking so hot, maybe a bit of a Cassius curse in that moment, but Alu, he's going to look to try to fix his KD in this one, even things out at 8-8, getting himself a kill there and trying to claw things back. It's going to be from a 2 versus 4, now be a 2 versus 3. Bomb needs to get planted by Violence, and it's very rough, having to plant in a player down situation, especially with the bomb in such an unfortunate spot over by Green. Now you got Autentii's 3 players, Brizzy, Trey, and Sins. Trey dropping a massive 12 kills right now, but Alu, he's going to come in and take out Brizzy. That's going to be the first of their worries, as there's still 2 more players left on the map, with Trez being the most threatening player on the side of Autentii. But Alu, he's definitely threatening in his own right, and Lazy's shown some threatening potential as well throughout this one, as Lazy's going to kill his own teammate in the process of finishing off the map. Holy smokes, that gave me a little bit of a heart attack there, but he quickly defibrillated that one and kept me alive, as his team also is kept alive in this map, in this series, tying things up at 1-1.
Definitely is something beautiful there, and definitely is something to talk about. We will now cut to a very, very nice little ad break, heading into the Gun Runner Domination. That's right, Gun Runner. What a surprise. We'll see you all shortly after that. Me and Chase, ready for that one? As you know how it is.
Yep, see you soon. yo, gameplay. Yo, what is up, folks? We are back, and we have gameplay here. This is going to be your domination. Both teams taking the first one map each to start off this series, going into this map number 3. This is once again Gunrunner. Last time we were going to see this in the series, folks, and I promise you that, as we're going to go on into this domination with Violence starting off things with the double cap. That's going to be A and B going their way, which is great. That's what you want to see. If you're the A side, spawn, if you have a flag, that's what you want to do. You want to cap those two. You don't want to be playing from a BC. Like Connie said in the last series that we casted today, early on, he casted on his own actually. It's the exact same sort of situation. You don't want to be capping, you don't want to be holding CB because C is so much more easier to take over than A. A is just a lot more open, and spawns I feel like are definitely closer to A to protect, versus with C, you know, you can be spawning out on the coal side on the opposite side of the factory of P2 and Hardpoint. And here we go. We've got a ton of gunfights and engagements happening over by B. But when you do play domination on this one of the most important and key areas of the map to really have holds of, in my opinion, have to be boilers and bathrooms. Or not boilers and just outside of bathrooms. You're looking at middle map. Boilers being the most important one, especially when you're looking to try to hold that B flag. Because, you know, if there are players lurking in boilers, as soon as your team crosses over that line there that's over by B, that's prime time for that player to come in and flank. And with the control that Violence has been able to put on the boilers area, especially with Alu right there, getting a quick 2-piece, being able to control boilers quite well, that's going to be, they're going to continue to hold B and A comfortably. And number 9 on their team, that's going to be Lazy there. He had a really nice angle to watch A, and whoever went across it, but he's going to get cut out. As we're going to see all of those red arrows sort of make a push across that map and clear out all the players on the side of Violence. Now they're going to be spawning deep over at A, and they're in an unfortunate pinch here. But luckily, they do have a player over by C that's going to put a bit of a wrench here in the plans, in these offensive plans and these pressured plans by Autentii. And so Autentii's going to have to reposition a bit. They're going to have to readjust. And, Lazy's going to get 1 kill. He's going to get an assist from some of his players. And you're going to see G get some nice kills in the kill feed there. An explosion comes in, takes out a player from the same team. Unfortunate, but things are still continuing to go their way. You're going to see opposing jump on into that B flag and really clean it all up for himself with the help, obviously, of his AR in the back behind one of the coal carts. And that's going to be B flag in their possession. Number 0, that's August, making a massive push for himself around A, catches a player that was lurking around there. And that's going to be a great 2-flag hold now and reset up for the side of Violence. But now what can Autentii do? That's going to be the big question, since they have been on the back foot for quite some time, if not the entire time of this first half. Obviously, spawning over at C isn't a good thing either in the beginning, but not being able to flip over that A flag and have an A-B hold is really sort of bitten them in the britches, as we have Autentii. Once again, they're going to hold a BC, but for how long? As gunfights are going on over by C, it's going to finally go over to Autentii after it got neutralized for a time being. But Violence, so much damage has already been dealt. You're seeing 73 to 49. Violence is really running away with things and really showing a ton of slay power to start things off in this first half. As you got Lazy 13 and 6, massive for him. Alu still doing nice for himself, 9 and 7. G coming up from the ashes that was the hard point they had at the beginning of the series, and proving himself once again, like he has in previous series that they've played in the last weeks. He's going to be at 9 and 5. And over on the side of Autentii, Brizzy really having a rough one to really start this one off, going 6 and 10. But there's still life in those players, as you see VL at 9 and 8. You're seeing Trey. He's 7 and 10, sure, but he has 6 caps to his name, which is wonderful to still see. As this half is coming to a close here with the last 10 seconds, Violence they're going to look to recap this B flag and look to squeeze out 2 extra points at the end of this half. And that's going to put them up to 70 to put them up 87 to 70 going into the second half, with bad spawns going for them, bad flag going for them with C. Hopefully, if you are a Violence fan, like I can be, you'll see them flip around things, grab a hold of A, and run away with an AB at some point in the second half. But if you're if you're a fan of Autentii, you know, this is great for you guys. Now you have a reset, you have the pause, you have the the flags all getting neutralized and having to be retaken. And now it's going to be all up to see how you guys can do in protecting that A flag that's just so precious. So precious. More precious, in fact, than the Lord of the Rings ring that everybody was soughting after in that movie. That A flag is sort of like that in this map. It's just so important. It hinges on so much in terms of all the teams that win this map in domination. Holding that A flag is just, it's super key. Those spawns just are so important. And right now, Autentii are making great work of having those spawns, and they're able to hold off the side of Violence quite well, and even get themselves a 2 flag cap to really shorten this lead. But Violence, they're not gonna, they're gonna show what their name means, and they're gonna be violent, and they're gonna thrash about over by B and even get that flag to go their way. Now they're doing a great job in keeping at least one player back over by C to keep that flag in their possession, because as soon as that one flips over into into neutral, that's going to be, panic mode. As this lead is starting to shrink because of the 2 flag hold from Autentii, you're seeing Team Violence not panicking yet, but they're starting to really have to turn the wheels in their head and come up with some new strategy to really attack this one. Maybe it's trying to go for an AC hold. That could maybe throw a bit of whack into this one, and really maybe muster up some newfound confidence and momentum to go their way. But they're going to just go back to going for that B flag, and it's going to get capped for the time being. But that gunfight gets won by one of the Autentii players, and just as it was changed over to yellow, it's going to get changed over to neutral, and then look to get fully changed over to red, as the gunfights seem to be going the way of Autentii. But Lazy, he's going to grab a nice kill on the player coming around for that flank. So Violence, they're going to hold the 2 flags for a bunch of time right here. But 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this one doesn't leave. That doesn't mean that Violence is out of the gates yet. They don't have the win. They're not safe yet. But they have a massive spawn flipping around over to them. They're going to get a hold of A flag, and wow, this could be the moment this game really changes and just seems to just go all Violence, as now they're going to have Boilers control. Massive kills come in for opposing and August in the middle of the map there to really secure that B flag, as the rest of the team really gets together there. You're going to see the number 7 lurk on over to C. He's going to sniff it out, really check and see if it's safe to jump on, as it's going to be just an absolute beeline and linear push coming out of Autentii's team over for B, and that's going to leave C wide open. The neutral comes through. B is going to get neutralized potentially in the process here. The player on C had his back turned. Oh my gosh, I need to catch my voice for a second there, as nearly voice cracked there, and showed that and showed you guys maybe that I'm not in my 20s, but I am in my 20s. I can guarantee that to you guys by cracking a cold one later. But obviously, Autentii doing what they can to really claw back into this one, as they're keeping this score close. But Violence, once they took that A flag, I feel like that was the moment where this one really changed and has become just Violence 100% guarantee win here, as they're going to just continue to run with this. There so much pressure that was applied by G over by C has made so much fumbling happen from the side of Autentii, that so much time has been able to go over to Violence that's been unanswered with 2 flags. And that's made this lead grow. It's made it balloon to 157 to 129. And that's non-recoverable for the side of Autentii. As Violence, they're going to be looking to take this one right here. as it's practically over. We're going to continue to watch this one as hopefully to still watch and keep an eye on the stats. As Lazy, he's dropping a 30 bomb in this one, and you're seeing all the players on the side of Autentii in the negatives. First time ever, I believe, that I'm seeing these players in negatives in a series. This is this is a battle of the Titans. The maps have gone back and forth. Hardpoint went the way of Autentii the first time around in this series. Maybe, just maybe, they can tie things up again and force that map 5 search and destroy. Conman, how much did you enjoy this domination?
Well, as far as domination goes, you need to just realise this: they actually played at 8 correctly, and they also rotated as well. When they're getting flipped out, the breaks were retaken in 30 seconds. Violence just tended to get a nice little there in the end just to establish dominance. But yeah, gotta say to you right now, I was really keeping my eyes on Lazy. 23 and 16, mate. Serious passion.
Lazy, without a doubt, the standout player for the side of Violence in that one. Definitely not looking like his name would suggest in being lazy, as he was one of the most proactive players on that map. If not, he was really one of the big difference makers. I would love to just get a replay. I'm going to watch the VOD over for sure, just to see who really made that difference in getting that spawn to flip over and get the A flag to go the way of Violence. Because man, that was the moment that Autentii just lost everything.
Autentii then again though, like they're sort of flippy. Great hard points, great S&D, but we'll see in the next 2 series who really takes over. I hope it's not map 5 because I really want to go to bed, Chaser, won't I?
Hey, Connie, I could definitely use some bedtime myself, but unfortunately, neither of us can really sleep on either of these teams. And if you're Autentii, you better not be sleeping on Violence anymore after now seeing them up 2-1 in this series. As we are going to be cutting to a short break as we get the action to you guys in just a moment. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back right now with the latter portion of the series. 4th map, Hackney Yard, Hardpoint, finding their gun runner, but of course, things are looking a little bit more comfortable again. We're going to be seeing the side of Autentii look a bit more comfortable, and they're actually pushing through really well here to try and control what appears to be their own good side spawns. But again, Team Violence are pushing through. They're going to get the initial scrap time off of this P1, and things are looking great. Well, there's not much else I can say really, other than of course you've got Alu in opposing right now, kind of pushing through, getting coverage again. Then again, Trez right now is currently 5 and 2 on a free spree. He's actually pushing through. He's actually trying to just contest this P1 right now, set up for a great P2. Right now, he's trying really hard just to keep things going, but unfortunately, there really just ain't much going on at all. A lot of contests, a lot of flip-flopping, a lot of Trez getting these pieces going on. I think right now, the P2 is when things starts to fly a little bit, because number 6 Alu has made the great play here to actually push around and try and get some spawns going. Unfortunately, he has died off now, and it's only going to be a headbutt here from G. Again, Autentii have got the initial reads here, and they're going to get some time off of this P2. Well, there I say it. Violence have got a mountain to climb, but then again, once they climb it, best feeling in the world. Best feeling in the world.
And I am back, folks. Here we go. We got ourselves, like you said, a bit of a mountain climb, as we're on to P number 2 here with what is Autentii having complete control. And 25 seconds left of it. It looks like that all that time is going to really just go over to to go over to Autentii as they soak that up. And Violence going to start posturing around that P number 3. And looking to grab some middle of the map control here, as that's going to be important in cutting a bunch of these rotations off here. As 7 just gets caught with his back turned to number 2 on the mini map, and these gunfights are going to end up going the way of Violence in the middle of the map. And for now, they're going to see themselves with control, and they're going to see themselves earning points. As G, home MG up there with 10 kills and 10 kills, 8 deaths, unfortunately, working his way through a kill streak before getting taken out there. And over on the other side, you got Trey, who's also doing some great damage along with Sandbooster, who we haven't really talked much about so far this series, as maybe he hasn't been so hot during this one, but this time around, Sandbooster looking a lot hotter in this Hardpoint, as he's at 10 and 3. Great work from him, as Violence soaked up all of this time, but now they have a player in the back that's maybe going to be able to do damage, as he's going to grab spawns here, and that's going to start. He's going to start to force Autentii to get these spawns for what looks like P5 going into P4, and even some of that scrap time, as Autentii they get some nice spawns granted to them on a bit of a silver platter, thanks to one of their players slipping in behind enemy lines.
Fantastic stuff there from number 7G right now, who of course is a man of the match right now. Actually hit firing everything inside this P4 and getting some kills on the go. It's going to be 6 there straight for G. Could extend it to 10 or 11 here, because this P4 is absolutely madness for these sub players. Again, G now is just going to push through and try and find some coverage here. Absolute popping coming out on the microphone, because G right now is popping off on the map. That's 5 there for G that I've seen so far. Will he make it 6? Yes, he will. It's going to be a 6 there for G. My G is currently taking over on this and taking some serious control. But again, Team Violence again had the subs already to go with. Now he's just going to chill there, kind of wait a little bit, as his teammates now are of course going to be pushing through. It's going to be number 8 opposing there, getting some more coverage. Once he fires his gun, nobody's going to be looking for G. Once he fires his gun, looking for G, but then again he drives down there again. He's going to be Team Violence again shut out of this P5. Autentii here could hold a nice 60 here if things go their way.
Violence have a massive lead in points here, but if a perfect hold comes in for Autentii, like you said, this lead could just get chopped down like a tree in the Amazon. And Violence, G, he was so close to really getting himself up on that, on the kill streak record board there. I think he had about 9 or 10 before getting taken out there. But Alu, definitely, if you guys saw the series last week, if you haven't, you have to check that out, as he was able to get a massive, I believe, 13 or 14 kill streak going on in Azir Cave that was quite breathtaking to watch. Really piloting his team to a win in that series, and getting himself the respect that he deserves in both the KD in the KD charts, and even on the MVP of the league charts, the possible MVP running for the league charts, as we're going to see a 164 for Violence right now, and even the hill for them. But P2, that's the big question mark, I believe. Whenever you touch P1, P2 on this map is an even larger question mark, and that's going to have a player from Violence in it, and potentially the spawns are going to be working for them as well. But somebody calls out that there's a player back there, and too late, too little, too late. Violence, this time around, are going to be holding the good spawn side for, or the good side of the map for this P1, going into P2, and geez, with a lead like this, they could generally win it off of the next two hills, especially with some great gunfights that are going their way on the hill, with a nice two-piece coming in for Lazy there to grab this scrap time, you know. But number one on the mini map, if you guys can see there, that's going to be Brizzy. He's going to look to be a bit of a spoiler. But he gets cut out. The troublemaker and Brizzy gets thrown into detention by the side of Violence, and they're going to continue to hold these spawns, and now just need to get a man on the hill to grab some more time for themselves.
Then again, I mean, of course, you just see players right now just sit back and take their time. Again, only 2 more hills for Violence. Really, that's all they need to win this. And of course, if they can get time off this, only 8 points off the next hill, and it's theirs. But Autentii are not letting up. They're actually pressing really fast and really hard. They're getting some pressure all on Team Violence, who probably look to extend their league to 12. Is it 3-0 in the league if they win this? Is it 3-0?
Yep.
Yeah, 3-0.
3-0.
And that's going to be a serious passion for them, a serious talent. Although we do not wish anything other than, of course, a victory for these boys. Now, of course, it's going to be down to Violence right now, who are setting up early here. A huge drop here from Sins. He will, of course, know that there's going to be a player in that hill. This position here will be very favourable for Autentii, so they can break from any now and get this hill.
Yeah, if we do see Violence win, which they are definitely well deserving it with how they're performing so far in this map, all of their players are going to be in the 20 kill department, while you're still seeing some under 15 kills on the side of Autentii off of the 2 of their players. Won't make it 1 player there, as there's still obviously a lot of time left on the map, but you know, we all know in Hardpoint the time on the map doesn't really paint the picture. It's really about the time on the hills here, and who has the spawns and who's really getting things to go their way. And the clock's getting run down right now, but Autentii, they're getting run down, as you're going to see Violence just absolutely steal away some time on this point. And oh my lord, Lazy getting the 2-piece to continue to defend that point and continue to have points go to his team's way, as they're going to be moving into P number 4 here. And Violence looking to just close it out here.
The game finisher.
We're going to be seeing a P5. I think it's going to all end here on this P4, but as I'm saying this, Caster Curse comes in once again, and you're going to see the red arrows get a bunch of kills on the point. Oh
yep.
my lord.
Pressure coming out, gonna be a stack. You're coming in for Autentii. 3, 2, 1. The boys offloading in 1, 2, 3. G can't take them all down, but then again his teammates, they are pressing it big time. Now G now left and a 1v1. He will of course get taken out, but again it's gonna be just pure congestion right now, pure congestion. 1 second needed, and there comes a tick. No, it doesn't. Contest comes in again. Alu right now left all alone on side the hill. Will Alu find the kill? He will indeed, and there we go. Team Violence take it comfortably. That is the end of today's fixtures. A nice one there, Chase, from Team Violence. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great as an Alu supporter, an Alu fan. But, you know, again, I want to make sure to, you know, congratulate Team Autentii on, you know, a great series. I do feel like even though they lost, they did leave a lot of heart out there, and, you know, showed us that they're a great team, an absolute stunner of a team, stellar team. But just today just didn't go their way, and I'm super excited to see what Team Violence versus ADS Gaming would have in store possibly next week.
It is something exciting and something for next week. Of course, Chase, tomorrow, of course, will be more fixtures, I do believe, unless my university schedule is still terrible, which hopefully we're going to fix up, but, you know, life only happens once, yeah. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Take care. Chase, final words of goodbye?